Here comes the nasty gram.
Send a priest to save my soul, forget it.
Welcome back to the Nastagram RPG podcast. This is Empire's End.
Hi, this is Dean. I'm playing Lieutenant Commander Victor Argus, Operations Officer or Ops.
Hey, I'm John, and I play Lieutenant Commander Poro Randar, callsign Metalhead, Commander of the Air Group or CAG.
Hey everybody, I'm Matt. I play Gaius Loctus Vilfug, and I am the Medical and Personnel Officer, or MED.
Hey everyone, this is Dan. I play Lieutenant Junior Grade Nero Orn, Communications and Intelligence Officer, or COIN.
And I'm Josh, and I'll be your Game Master. This is episode 14, Pinned Down.
All these hungry and green miles, forget it.
Phil, is it quite ready? Yes, well. This is the wartime log of Governor Titus Redmare here in the Vierax system. It's been quite an eventful day. The chaps from RACO came down and we had a bit of a strategy session in the war room and discussed a number of affairs. It seems they're having some trouble themselves up there on the station with some sort of infiltrators and traders and whatnot. And, well, don't know if they're running quite a tight enough ship, but that's their problem to deal with. We discussed, of course, the important strategy here on the planet, and after reviewing our moves with our Commander Argus and the rest, I've come to the conclusion that I think it's best that we recenter our forces at the starport. Honestly, I think it would make these Navy chaps a bit more comfortable knowing that we have the support right below them and get them to feel safe enough to get over orbit and really consolidate forces. They've just begun preparations in that matter, and then, well, it appears quite unfortunate. Shuttle carrying the command staff appears to have, reports are garbled, but crashed or perhaps even shot down into the jungles outside the city. I've instructed Serwin, of course, to leave no stone unturned and to get out there and make sure that we recover them and get them back up into space. And I can't even imagine what I would have to tell Gaius' uncle if that his poor nephew was shot down by some savages in the jungle. Just can't have that. And of course, at this rate, I'm really running through commanders of the station a little bit too quickly. So I told Serwin again to get out there and bring them back, and otherwise I will have to go out myself and bring the boys home. If it comes to that, certainly we'll take care of things. And that does it for the day. Another busy day coming up, and that is a wrap. End transmission. Theo, wrap it up and bring in some food. I'm utterly famished.
We have not lost anyone yet, correct?
Yeah.
No one's died.
No.
Well, I bring that up.
Yet.
So much for my untarnished fucking record as a
yet.
commanding officer.
I am taking out my day on you guys.
This is
there's
Josh's day out.
if you want to, sometimes we do separate recordings where we kind of offer some GM tips and tricks. And here's one. If you're having a bad time in life, personally, professionally, whatever, save it for the table.
Yeah, just take it out on your players.
Both barrels.
We're going to be putting fucking cold steak over our shiners.
So we're back. And I think we left off on what the kids call a little bit of a cliffhanger. You guys got fucking smoked out of the sky.
FYI, you have used that exact line before in a previous Star Wars
fucking
opening.
smoke?
Yeah.
Smoked?
What the kids call a cliffhanger.
That's what happens when you start getting old.
Yep.
Yeah, he's too old.
Yep.
I don't
That's
need this
brutal.
from you.
That's brutal.
Well,
Your
if
character's
that's
dead.
the case, it will be edited out, or I didn't care enough.
Yeah, right. One or the other.
Just keep peppering it into the episode to make the edit a nightmare.
Remember at the beginning when you said,
Well, you are really making your case for the targets of everything. Speaking of targets, your Lambda class shuttle was a great one. You had just exited the governor's compound. Were making your way to rendezvous with Captain Cass, who had some information, or basically was asking for a link up with NCC, you believe. As you got airborne, leaving the governor's compound, you had a automated distress signal, basically a encoded Imperial frequency. That's basically essentially, jokes aside, Black Hawk Down.
Yes.
If a craft is hit, crashed, whatever, it's something that can go off. That went off. You were there. You responded quickly. Came over the site. It was a bit away from the city, but not far away at all. You were there within a couple minutes and saw smoke rising from the jungle. Did a high pass. Came around low. As that was happening, Nero was trying to work on the comms. Got 2 hard hits of vehicle signals from below. And as you came in that low pass, first one, then the other came into view. They were repulsor lift craft. One was kind of a light, quick transport. One was more of a utility, a mover. And in the open bed was mounted a quite large single cannon weapon, which didn't have a lot of time to identify as you're calling, the pilot's calling to break. One powerful ion blast let out, smashed into Lambda at extremely short range, and the controls were gone.
was that a Toyota class repulsor lift?
That is it's a technical craft.
What's the height that a repulsor lift can actually get to?
It varies based on what I want to tell you.
Yeah, all right. All right, cool.
There's different types. There are like a speeder skimmer kind of can just push off the ground. But then there are air repulsor craft, which are almost like helicopters in a sense.
Cool.
So
Right on.
some of these craft, especially like some Imperial Army ones, can handle, get 1,000 feet or so off the ground without too much of a problem. So that's it. Boom! Break! Slams in. You guys are in the shuttle. Most of you are standing in the cockpit over the backs of the pilots, Slimu and Styx, and everything shuts off. And a Lambda is not an airplane.
No.
And it is a
Plummeting.
heavier than air brick at this point. And it goes down straight into the jungle. Slimu is wrestling at the controls, doing everything he can. You guys have one action, basically, I'll let you take as you're going down. If there's anything you can think of doing, or you can try to secure yourself as best as possible.
That's what I yell.
So if you want to use your action to secure yourself, I'm going to call it a dodge roll.
Okay.
Or if there's one other thing you want to do, anything else that you want to try.
Nope.
But if it's dodge, go ahead and
Can I use the
I
force?
say strap in.
you can use your force point.
Okay.
Fucking guy.
Using the force to put on a seatbelt. That's very heroic.
I wonder if I'll get it back. Okay. Not terrible.
11, Josh.
11.
17.
16 with a 1 on the wild die.
18 for Gaius.
You break your neck on the I-beam.
Okay. John, drop their highest die.
That would be a 9er.
Okay. If you were
11, because I have
Okay.
+2.
Okay. If you're 10 or above, you basically braced yourself. If you got 15 or above, you got strapped in. So you all get some degree. Everyone else in the craft, there's 2 Marines that are there in gunner stations that are basically strapped in, and the 2 pilots. So as this thing goes ass over tea kettle into the canopy of Vierax 2,
you all get some degree of secured. It hits hard. There's kind of a little bit of a, hits that heavy canopy, sort of a delay, breaks free, hits another, breaks free, and then slams hard into the ground. Slimu does everything he can. There are literal like manual rocket charges, which he tries to crack and fire. Does a pretty decent job of it. And I'm going to roll some vehicle damage. And this will affect the passenger damage. And I'm hoping to do well enough to wrap this thing up right here.
Yeah, right. Perfect.
Got a busy night.
All right. If you are fully strapped in, you're taking 4 dice of damage.
Nope, don't like that.
If you are braced, you're taking 5 dice of damage.
Okay.
Guess we're gonna use some character points.
So, for those of you that are braced, I'm sorry, strapped in.
Oh, strength test, right?
This is strength to soak. John, you mentioned going for
Yeah, I was putting on battle armor.
armor.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give that to you plus 1d physical.
Okay.
What kind of numbers are we looking at?
I rolled a 6 on the wild die and a
It's
1
whatever
on
you
my
roll for
other die.
damage.
6, 7, 8. Potent.
That is 15 total. And if you are only braced, so 15 damage for those of you that are strapped in.
I had 10 on my strength.
10, okay.
But I'm not strapped in. I'm braced.
Wound. Oh.
You are braced only? Okay.
Yeah.
We don't know yet. He's rolling that now.
It's 21.
So that's 11 difference.
Yes.
8 to 12. You're
I'm going to throw a character die. Then.
21. You said, Josh.
21.
And it was 15 for the braced,
15 for braced.
so
And
I'm 7 behind.
Soaking is 5. You can use 5 character points. Is that what we learned?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled 2 6s and a 5 with my 1 character point.
Really?
Yeah.
7.
I'm at 8.
Nice.
12. I'll
13.
take 3. You just marked 3 of the stun boxes, right?
Dude.
You took how much?
3.
So you're at one. It's 1 stun.
Okay.
So stunned is a single effect. You can get it more than once, and that gets if you get more than your strength, something happens. You get knocked unconscious for a bit. So yes, minus 1d this round. Next round, that stun remains quote unquote in effect for half an hour, not mechanically.
Got it.
But if you get as many stuns as you have strength dice, and I think your bulky body over there has 2.
Real strong.
You go unconscious for 2d minutes.
Very-
so if
very
you get
hardy.
another stun in the next 30 minutes, which should be presumably pretty quiet and relaxed.
Yeah, I'm sure everything's fine.
I'm at 12. I need 3. I will roll 1 more character point.
Okay.
All right, so I rolled
Dan?
a 13 on my strength.
Okay, you want to take a stun or using a character point?
Fucker.
I
Still
use
stunned.
character point.
Okay, so how do we end up on our soaks? Matt, Dr. Wilfug, what's your differential?
I have 15, so 0.
15. So you're even. 0 is a stun.
All right, so 1 stun.
Yep. So you're stunned, Dan, for Nero.
I got 13 out of 15, so
Stunned as
stunned.
well.
Yep.
John?
I rolled really well with my character die. We got a 6 6 and a 5, so I
Bet
have
you
a
can.
28.
Can't see that well from down here.
Huh?
You actually regain health.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, being in a crash just fucking.
I'm gonna say that, like,
drives
I
I've
was-
seen that movie.
I was like braced onto some sort of like piping or whatever. I lost my grip. Instead of just barely didn't hit the doorway and like kind of flipped through the hall into the front.
Nice. Dean.
So I'm currently
Argus.
wounded because I have a 16. I've only used 1 character point. I'm trying to decide if I should use another because I did get a 6 on it. So it seems, why be a -1 until I'm healed, right?
Good
So
storytelling.
we're gonna
Yep.
get into a fight. We're gonna get into a fight again, aren't we?
Yep. That's what I tried for and failed.
All right, I'll throw 1 more character die and see.
All right, you're
I need to. I have a 16, so I'm wounded
okay.
because you're beating me by 6.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so I only need to roll a 3.
That's what I had to roll and failed.
Okay.
FYI.
Hope it's a
A
1.
6.
Roll it again.
Yeah.
Might be nothing.
I flip over and land in the chair and seatbelt myself. Stupidest shit ever.
Okay, so we got stun.
I got lucky.
So nothing for you?
No.
Okay. Let's say Argus and Randar were kind of closest, and they just immediately got into the jump seats. Full 4-point harness. Argus didn't get his clipped in, but kind of got his arms wrapped around it.
Sure.
And secured pretty well.
My seatbelt kicked my ass.
Yeah.
The nose actually hits
Maybe.
hard, and part of the console blasts up, and it hits the two pilots in front of you.
They're fine.
You hear grunts and screams of pain. Everything is dark, smoky.
I
You are the nose of the Lambda is about almost directly down. So picture this awkward thing just dug into vegetation
Badass.
and dirt. The wings being hung up. The cabin it's black. There's not a lot of light down here. Plus the smoke billowing out, everything like that. And you start to kind of clear your heads. Mechanically, how it works, if you're stunned, basically it's minus 1d for this round. The next round, that's nothing because I'm not calling this in combat right now, but that stun effect will remain for 30 minutes. If you are stunned the amount of times as your strength rating, you go unconscious.
That's rough.
If you're wounded, it's minus 1d until you're healed. You hear Sergeant Hurlek behind you go, all right, call out.
I say, Argus, and I pull the strap off. I say, somebody's get the canopy door open. Whoever's sitting closest, because the smoke's gonna kill us.
I get up and
I go right to the front to see if anybody's I'm trying to medical attention.
Okay, you
I go for Wilfug first.
I grab. Is there a blaster rifle laying on the floor or something?
It's kind of hard
I
to,
don't really
to
see it. Okay.
find it. So you take a few minutes. You're down. The floor is actually the wall right now.
Okay.
So you're you move up forward, and your hand gets wet, and you realize it's sticky, heavy. It's blood, and it's running down the console in front of Slimu. You hear a soft groan and not much more.
Doctor, are you still up?
I'm making my way to the doctor.
You hear the other Marine go, Sarge, I'm all right. Just got my head wrung a little. Fuck, what was that?
I'm going to try to get the canopy open or some sort of doorway open near me. After I get my blaster
the
rifle.
cockpit canopy is jammed, so you're going to have to kind of climb up and back into the passenger, the cargo bay. Yep. And open either the rear ramp or side door. The weird ramp. It gets wild out the weird ramp. Okay, so you're working on that? Yep, leaving your pilots behind. Good leadership. I'm just kidding. Priorities! All right.
I go to the doctor.
Argus, you call for Wilfug.
Yep.
Doc, you probably went a little bit rear to get strapped in, so you're probably a little bit more towards the passenger bay, so he's kind of hanging off the wall.
So I'm making my way to him.
As you get up to him.
Yep.
All right, so you're trying to help secure him.
And I say, Slimu and Styx. And I'm trying to unstrap him and pull him out so we can go help them.
Dan?
Nero says, Orn here. I need a knife to cut this belt. Anyone have a knife?
Yeah, coming to you. Stay there, Lieutenant. Sergeant Hurlek makes his way over to you from the gunner's position, kind of puts a hand on your chest and kind of helps to cut you out and drop you to the floor/nose of the cockpit.
I kind of stand up kind of shakily and start working my way back.
It's another kind of panel explodes.
Get flashes of light in the cockpit.
Who has Starfighter or Star Transport's repair? Any kind of repair?
Repair. Yep. Starfighter repair.
No.
And,
Negative.
Space transport repair.
Give me a space transport's repair, John. And Dan, give me let me call it either comm or sensors. Whatever.
Sure.
Whatever.
Yeah. 17 with a 1 on the wild die.
Okay. You love that 1 on the wild die.
Yeah, apparently.
I love
Yeah,
that 1 on the wild die.
17.
17? Okay. You guys both know that you were hit with an ionic blast and all the electronics everything electronic or electric on the ship
Is dead.
are either destroyed
Yep.
or dampened / semi-drained.
Okay. Orn is kind of making his way to the back of the ship because he kind of overheard them making their way to the back ramp, right?
Yeah.
Randar, give me like a either climbing or is there an athletics climbing something like
It's
that?
climbing.
Okay,
I have it too.
there you go.
Not a 1 on the wild this time.
Nice work.
Let's see, 12.
Okay, you actually make your way pretty quick. You climb up alongside, go for the one of the side kind of passenger size doors first.
Yep.
Go to open it, and it opens. Manual crank.
yeah.
And just jams into
Dirt
tree,
or whatever.
dirt. You can't tell. And you make your way now all the way back to the cargo, and you start. It's a manual crank.
Yeah.
But that's a big door.
Yeah.
So it's going to take you a little while. A hand would, there's 2 cranks on each side. It could expedite things.
Are you near me?
You can probably, if you look back, you see him kind of like climbing slowly.
Nero, get on the other crank.
Nero kind of nods and starts working his way across to grab the crank.
Vilfug, you get up to get down to the cockpit and give me a first aid roll, not medicine.
I go with him, and I'll assist.
Okay.
I'm not good at it. It's tech, right?
Give me, why don't you give me a
it's
command
tech.
roll?
Okay. Oh, wait a moment. Wait a moment.
I'm good at that.
What type of command rolls, huh? Command presence, man?
No.
No.
A strike!
Argus can take an action in any conflict to use his command action to aid an ally he can communicate with and see personally or by sensors. This is because he has a calming presence.
Yes, I think this qualifies as a conflict right now.
Sure.
Even though you guys aren't in like combat rounds.
Stress. I have...
You can tell because there's music at the bottom of this.
I have updated my command. I have a 6.
Damn.
That was a...
I put my hand on Wolfug's shoulder as he shakily moves because he's just been in a crash. Although he probably doesn't give a fuck. He has grenades thrown at him. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
He
16,
crawls forward,
18.
vibro blade between his teeth.
That's an 18, sir.
18. Okay.
Now, would you like to remember how this works?
Yeah, he gets a plus 1d for what's
So,
the base?
difficulty set by GM based off circumstances, but usually 15. Success adds 1d6 to specific action shows for the allies roll, and an additional one for each over 5.
Okay, I'm gonna call that plus 1d.
There you
See,
go,
this
man.
is pretty tense, pretty stressful,
Sure.
bad conditions.
Fair enough.
Plus 1d for you, Matt. On your
It's
first aid
gonna
roll.
be a total of 25 for first aid.
25.
Cool.
Yes.
So that guy's not gonna
Okay. Matt, you get down to the cockpit.
I hand him the med pack right there, you know.
Yep. Argus is there, kind of directing you calmly, helping, assisting, getting the med pack opened up. You start to work. You quickly tell that Styx is alive. He's hurt, but he's mobile, walking wounded. He is literally wounded. And the status, Slimu is mortally wounded.
Unconscious?
Unconscious. He's in a tough spot. You start to work on him, and it takes a minute, but there's some pretty bad bleeding, and a few things broken. You get the worst bleeding cleared up. You get his airway open, and he basically, through the process of this, he improves to incapacitated.
I put my hand on the other guy who was conscious.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm sorry. I think he's still mortally wounded. Dan, can you look that up?
Sure.
While we're doing shit?
Yep.
But you are dandelimu on Slimu, and you are stabilizing him so he does not die right here and now. As that's happening, Randar, you keep cranking away. Nero, were you heading up there?
Yeah, I was... He had directed me to the other crank.
Okay.
So I'd probably...
Give me climbing. Give me climbing.
Is it Dex or
Show
strength?
me potato salad.
Strength.
Strength. You're really good at
Cool. And that's so good.
it. You're
Is
gonna
it-
do
am
it
I-
no matter what. It's just how long it's gonna take
Yeah.
you to get there. There's lots of shit to hang on to.
While he's doing that, I say...
Oh! Wow. 18.
Strong.
Or
What the
12,
fuck?
excuse me.
Strong.
12, 17.
Okay, you climb out of the jungle
You turn into an orangutan.
and you jump
You're
off
back at RACO.
the top of the
That's 17 on 2 die 6. Pretty good.
All right.
Crouching tiger,
you
hidden
get up
dragon.
there quick, and you guys start cranking. By the time Slimo is stabilized, you have the back cargo bay open. It's daytime, but it's still, not super bright down here. This is 2 to 3 layer jungle canopy. You are down low. You're actually kind of somewhat close to a riverbed. As you stick your head outside, the smoke it's kind of clearing out, pushing out the back of this opening. Now you see riverbed, small kind of stream off to the side, and you hear repulsor lift engines.
I put my hand on sticks and I say, "You could have just asked for a few days off. You didn't have to smash us into the jungle canopy."
I'm sorry.
Hey.
We didn't see it.
I smile and just put my hand on him, calm him down.
Slimo okay?
He's gonna make it.
All right.
I call down as I hear that, and the ramp goes. I say,
I turn
Sergeant,
as the light pours in.
Get your Marines up here. We got to set up a perimeter out here.
Sergeant Hurlick had actually just come over to you, Argus,
Okay.
and he says, "Roger that, sir. Be right up, sir."
I look at Wilfug. I point to sticks. I tap Wilfug on the back twice and go with the sergeant.
We just got hit. They're not far.
Roger that.
I'm going to climb out and find cover.
Yep.
And set up defensive.
Okay.
Yep.
Quick update on the mortally wounded. Character making a moderate first aid total can stabilize a mortally wounded character. The character is still mortally wounded, but will survive if a med pack or back to tank is used on him within 1 hour.
Okay.
So moderate first aid total, otherwise he dies.
Okay. I'm going to say the first aid roll on a med pack.
Yep.
And that is going to take an extended amount of time.
Sure.
What you just did, Matt, you use the med pack, but this is stabilizing. You need to get this guy extracted out in a little bit better environment. Sure. Take some time with it.
FYI, it does say a killed character is ... killed. Start rolling up a new character.
16 plus, right?
Take a character point for looking up a roll for me.
Outstanding. Thank you. I need all of them. That's the only way I'm going to survive.
What the fuck is this Mickey Mouse bullshit?
Dean, take a character point.
Oh, never mind. This is great.
Bringing me pizza.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I feel dirty putting it on my
John
shirt.
got a new camera. Wide angle.
Wide
angle.
Yeah.
Take a character
Now,
point.
look what you've created.
That's right.
Look what you've created. Fucking Frankenstein.
Hey, guess who decides what happens next? You're going to need him. Okay. You hear repulsor lift engine kind of overhead, and you can see a couple patches of sky, and you kind of see a shadow flit over it. Hurlick says, "Evas, get your ass up there. Help commander get set up. Get us perimeter."
Yep. I get on the horn. I say, Cass. I put it back. We got to keep trying him.
Sergeant Hurlick turns to you and says, "Sir, we stay here. It's a race against who gets here first.
Roger that.
And if it's not our boys, we'll do our best, but I don't know how long we're going to hold out for."
Josh, when I probably didn't.
And there's
hear
no
that.
time to. There's probably, and we'll get slaughtered. If we leave this position, we'll get slaughtered because they're on bikes. They'll just cut us. It'll be Mad Max.
They're not bikes. They're,
The canopy is super thick. The
so
force is
think more like cars.
Yeah.
They're like repulsor
Oh, they're
lift.
big,
When I
fat.
said sled, like picture a space pickup truck.
Okay.
Okay. Like I made the
A
joke
struck?
technical,
a struck.
but
Oh,
basically
technical. Okay. Like a pickup.
with a big mounted weapon in the back. And the other one was, more kind of car size, scout car.
That's the Toyota joke.
Yeah.
Got
Then
it.
then
Yep.
maybe.
With a big flag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How much time do we have approximately?
Is this an existential question? Are we till we die?
Who cares?
Oh, yeah.
It's the answer. You give me a timer.
Ask that again.
How much time do we have? The timer says
The timer
5
says
minutes.
5 minutes.
4 minutes 54.
I look.
4 minutes
I look
53.
I look to the Marine.
Should I just count down the whole time? It'll make it more dramatic.
Sure.
I have tactics. Maybe I should roll them
Yeah. Give me a
I like
tactics
it.
roll.
because I'm thinking maybe we don't set up a perimeter because if these guys if they can hem us in, they'll eventually overwhelm us and kill or capture us. I say we fucking strike out into the jungle
And leave.
No, we got to take who we'll see we'll take who we can take.
Got
But
it.
I'm going to see if one of those options, based on the situation,
Clock's ticking.
seems better than another.
Give it a roll. Tactics.
What is my tactics?
Randar,
Yep.
Evas gets up next to you.
5.
The private.
Is this capital shit?
And
Small unit.
he gets up, sweeps the blaster rifle around it. Sir, you see anything yet?
Yeah, a couple of repulsors went overhead.
Okay,
Don't fire on them until they get closer.
Roger. All
This
right,
kid's rolling sixes.
I'll keep. I got 6 to 12, sir.
Get us a good eyes on any kind of evac route on the way out into the
20.
jungle if we can.
20.
20.
Okay.
6 on the wild.
Nice.
With no comms, you guys went down. Somebody probably saw it. That your ties are in atmosphere, probably somewhere.
Yeah.
You don't know if any signal got broadcast before the ship got fried.
Okay.
But somebody was probably going to see something that's going to get out here. But you were hit by somebody who was right here who saw you.
Mm-hmm.
They have repulsor lift craft. They took you down. There's a crash site that was already there. If you were them, you'd have people on the surface and people up top.
Right.
They're going to get here first.
Okay. So we could potentially hold out until reinforcements arrive.
Possibly.
Josh, Nero's going to slide kind of down the wing of the.
I'll give you this. They're definitely getting here first.
Got it.
Your reinforcements.
No comm. If I have no comms, they're not going to find us in the jungle. That's how I feel.
Not quickly.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
That's something I can work on. Nero can.
Okay.
But Nero's going to slide down like the side of the ship out onto
2 minutes 40.
the terrain, and he's going to link up with who's the other lieutenant with us? Or not a lieutenant?
No, it's the private
There's
EVAS.
two Marines, 2 pilots, and the 4 of you.
Yeah.
I'll
What's our
join the 2
assets?
Marines.
There's how many?
Okay. There's one up top. Sergeant Herlick is still down with you.
I'm going to use my hide and try to like set up a quick position near, like away from the ship,
Okay.
and I'm just going to try to post up and hide.
For Enfil on fire.
Give me a hide roll,
Yep,
and let me know how that goes.
will do.
What are our assets? Men wise, how many men? Us.
The 4 of you,
Yep.
2 Marines,
Okay.
2 pilots. One is hurt. One is very, very badly hurt.
So there's
Mortally
only
wounded.
6 fighting men.
Yes.
Okay.
The wounded pilot potentially could, he's minus 1D.
Okay.
18
So-
Bruins.
Okay. You find a pretty good spot. There's a lot of shit to hide
Yep.
around down here. And that ship is certainly like an eye beacon. So
In the meantime, I'm just going to focus on if I see anyone coming through the terrain.
1 minute 30.
Okay. I'm trying to imagine this. So what I would like to do is I obviously don't want to display all our assets out front. I don't want them to go and, oh, look, they're all here. I'd like to be able to set up some kind of flanking ambush if they're going to come into this clearing and they're going to, if they overextend it for like, oh, we're just going to come mop these guys up. I want to be able to attack them from the front and from the side.
Dan,
That's essentially what my hiding position was going to be.
Let's put
I was
somebody
gonna-
else with Dan.
Yeah, I was going to
Another
reveal
shooter.
myself.
okay. You're kind of assessing the situation. Maybe you and Herlick kind of made your way up to the top where Randar's posted
Sure.
up. Just took like a minute or 2. Doc, Wilfug, you're still down there patching him up.
yeah.
The other pilot is, he's out and he's kind of helping you. He's, you got him bandaged a little bit. He's okay. And trying to do what he can. You look out, assess that situation. You are on a slope pretty low towards the bottom
30
of a
seconds.
ravine. 30 seconds.
Okay.
There's a stream off to one side, canopy jungle all around you. There are some openings. You hear repulsor lifts hum by again.
Okay.
Um,
Make sure everybody's got weapons and everybody's got ammo.
I
Body
hunker
armor.
down.
I look up and I say, Victor, how are the pilots?
One can fight, one can't.
Sergeant,
Get one of them to try to get comms up and running.
there's one thing you know. If you get heavily engaged, withdrawal will not become an option.
Correct. It's not a perfect scenario, sadly. And
Josh, I'm going to.
Everybody up top, give me perception. Dan, add 2 dice.
Sweet.
do we have
It's
explosives?
a straight perception check? Or is it search? Or
Yeah. What do we got? Search on that?
we got search.
Oh yeah, that's right. Search.
Is there one that's more like spot?
I think we use search as spot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think search in this one.
Okay.
He's actively looking too.
Yeah, I gave him plus 2 dice.
Oh, cool.
Plus, he's kind of in an offset position.
16 for Randar.
Randar, okay.
Black is wild eye. Not great on a lot of dice. 9, 10, 15.
15. You
Yeah.
got
16.
16. Okay.
I'm gonna tell everybody to not to break concealment, to open fire until like they're right on top of us.
John,
Don't get squirrely and shoot early. Let them come in.
You see the canopy move a bit, kind of low forward of you. Dan, you're offset a bit. You don't see anything. You're kind of looking out along the slope. You hear from almost not straight above you, but like above you and forward, you hear the click of a comlink. And you hear a woman's voice say, a familiar woman's voice.
This bitch.
Say, keep them pinned down. We'll drop reinforcements and move to you.
She said, keep them pinned down. We'll draw up.
Drop reinforcements. And move them to you. It sounds like a sexy Emily Blunt rebel operative that you've encountered once before. And to be clear, you're hearing the voice over the comlink.
Got it.
Okay.
So there's someone else above
Receiving
me
that message.
receiving that message.
Yep.
Do I think that I could send a message in my data pad to?
No.
Okay.
You haven't taken much time to assess the condition of any electronics, but you know everything was fried as of the moment.
Okay.
As of now.
All right. I hold my action.
Okay.
Yeah, I want us to not to see the whites of their eyes.
Okay.
Don't break concealment.
So I see movement. I assume it's somebody in the canopy itself.
That's what you don't see a silhouette yet. You see the canopy kind of moving.
Okay.
Not in a natural way.
Yeah.
And if it's an animal, it's big.
Yeah.
It's not like a bird's going to fly out of there like a dumb movie.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's not a person. It's a cat. Because they've ever been confused.
Yeah.
Vilfug, what are you doing down there? Just poking your finger in holes in humans?
Yeah, basically trying to fish out some severed arteries and, tie them off, set some bones, basically just try to make it so that Slimo can be moved if necessary.
Styx is looking at you. Doc, is so much blood. Is he gonna die? Fuck.
Maybe. Not.
Fuck. Just tell me what to do.
Best thing you can do, protect him. Us. Listen to Argus. If I need help, I'll let you know.
Okay. All right. You want me to go up there? You see his hand shaking as he reaches down to the blaster pistol strapped to his thigh.
No. Stay here in case they break the line.
Okay. John, do you...
When that movement happens, I kind of just lay a bead on where that canopy moved.
Okay.
And wait.
Dan Nero, you kind of hunch into yourself.
Yep.
Kind of looking up. And you're the first to see, like, from one bough to another, you see the underside of a creature. You see...
That six-legged thing?
Four limbs. Don't fucking spoil it.
No, you told us that they had them
Let me
before.
describe it.
You told us that they were on them.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah, why don't you story tell now?
Tell the audience.
Yeah, I'll describe it. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you see the six-legged fucking weasel.
It's a horse.
And the guy on it has no weapons. While we're describing, they're severely undermanned.
He waves to you. It's your mom.
Hail,
She
traveler.
throws you down a sandwich.
Sweet.
I let her up.
Yes,
It
it
is
is.
do back, Mom.
It is one of the creatures that you had heard tell of from when Captain Cass led that investigation at the compound. Learned about this local domesticated mounts that the Kaleri use. It kind of looks like a giant pony/horse size six-legged weasel that is very comfortable moving in the jungle and literally through the canopy. You kind of see the underside of it along with the legs. It kind of moves almost directly overhead, a little bit to the side, and then you see a man on top of it with a blaster rifle.
I continue to hold my action.
Okay.
Attaboy. Let him get in.
John, and Randar, you're right next to him.
You mean Victor?
Yeah, I'm
John
sorry.
and
You mean
Randar.
Vargas?
John and Randar.
John's there.
John, you're
up?
pretty scared.
How'd I get into Star Wars?
Randar and Argus, give me both perception rolls.
No problem.
Listen, I'm not calling you a coward.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I
I'd be
mean,
scared too.
A man on a giant If you could have seen that thing shapeshift in my head as you described it, you're like a giant pony. I'm like, that's silly, but 6 legs, but a weasel. It kept transforming in my head.
Like a oversized displacer beast.
We're doing search.
They have
Yep.
6
Give
legs,
me a
right?
search roll. I'm sorry.
What was your dire weasel? What was his name?
Wesley.
Wesley. That's right.
An 11.
11. Okay. John?
Oh, sorry. What am I rolling?
Actually, Randar.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Search.
Brain not working.
Randar actual.
Brain no work. Yeah. Jeez, I'm hot. Oh, I should stop saying that. 14, 17. 19.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
Randar, you spot 3 figures starting to move through the canopy.
Mhm.
You hear Sergeant Hurlick, kind of behind you to the side, up at the top of this position as well. You say,
Anybody in eye shot, I could just go put my finger over my lips like, shh.
Tally.
I nod slowly.
He looks at you, puts up 3 fingers, kind of moves around.
Randar nods to him.
I nod.
Private Evas looks around.
I tap Hurley I look at him and I kind of point at him and I point to the left as if he would take the left tally.
Okay.
Whatever creature's on the left.
Okay. Sorry, Hurlick.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll point to myself and I'll point to the right.
Okay. And then the other Marine
Yep.
in the
Is
middle.
the middle. Yep.
Okay. All right. They definitely see the craft. Guys, just give me a hide roll.
Great. What's that under?
It's under dexterity. No, it's under perception.
Huh?
Okay.
That's better.
Oh, sneak.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, there's a hide and a sneak.
Oh, I don't know.
It would be sneak. I think hide is hiding things.
Oh, mine are the same, so it doesn't.
Tis a silly thing that one could get skilled at.
Yep.
It makes no sense to me.
So that's your mom's butthole.
Yowza.
What are you, a fucking
Yo.
Easter bunny?
15.
The fuck?
I'm a kangaroo. Got a pouch.
Easter bunnies, they're so good at hiding shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use a character point here.
Wait, you got a total of 5?
Yeah, I rolled
Oh, yeah.
not well. 9,
I got a 15.
10.
Okay.
10 hide.
Okay.
Sneak, rather.
All right. And lastly, everybody give me a perception, just baseline perception. This is a initiative roll.
Oh, we're going to get cute, are we? Oh, my hide was 12, Josh, not 10, if you care.
Okay.
14.
11.
8 for Randar.
I'm hiding in the bottom of that thing, so probably
Yeah,
0.
just roll in case it comes,
8.
Okay. 8 for Vilfug, 8 for Randar,
14 for Nero.
14 for Nero.
August goes to 11.
Argus goes to 11. Marines are at 12. Baddies are at 9.
Well,
Here's what happens. You guys all have eyes on this situation enough, especially with Randar helping to kind of point it out.
Yep.
You're in this spot. You guys are as well hidden as you can. There's still a little bit of smoke billowing. There's foliage kind of cracked all around you. But what is sure as shit not hidden is the fucking ship.
Correct.
You see these 3 silhouettes kind of fan out a bit, and they stop, and they bring up blaster rifles. They either see you or
they're just going to start opening up.
Yeah. They're just going to start pumping rounds.
Dan, you heard what their orders were given.
Yep.
You see them drawing.
This
is going to be round 1.
Yeah.
How many actions are you going to take?
I'm just going to take the 1.
Okay. Argus,
One action.
what is it?
Probably going to shoot them.
Do you want to open fire, or are you waiting for them to?
Well, I'm
See if
definitely
they
don't
do.
want the. I much prefer opening fire first.
Okay. The Marines are going to go when you go,
Okay.
if you open fire.
And hopefully Dan does as well, since he's holding his action.
Josh, how many
Argus,
have I seen so
Horn,
far?
fuck.
Just the 1?
Give me another search. Plus 2 dice again. You're in a concealed position in the rear.
And they don't. We're favorable ranges here.
Yeah, you're at medium range. There's a little bit of cover involved for everyone.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Dan sees everything.
I do 18, 28, 30, 32.
Okay.
Fucking predator vision.
You see a total of 4. There are two kind of in the center, one to the left. There's one off to the right that is high. It almost looks like it's trying to get to a. It's still moving on a branch that looks like it's going to get directly above
Okay.
the back of the ship.
All right. I begin to train.
And remember, the back of the Lambda is basically facing up.
Yep. I begin training my blaster on that one.
Okay. Take your action, boys.
All right.
Argus?
Lead the way,
I
Captain.
open fire. I'm gonna hit the.
All right, so here's what I want you guys to all do. Are you using your... There were a handful of blast rifles that are
If
stored
there
on
is,
board.
I absolutely am.
So anybody that wanted to grab one probably could have.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Blaster rifles usually hold 25 shots. They were all impacted by this ionization charge. Roll 46. That's how many charges you have in your pack. No exploding dice.
Duh.
Woof.
10.
And write
10.
this down.
13.
Do I... What about my blaster pistol?
Yeah, pistols.
I have a
You may
pistol
one.
on me.
If you want to roll that too,
Sure.
same thing,
Same
but
thing.
separate. Keep it
Yep.
noted on your
Yep.
sheet. Same.
4 die. 6.
Yep.
Better.
Do vibroblades work after
Oh, my
this?
lord.
Yeah.
That's 21.
All right.
10 in the pistol.
Is blaster rifle a different skill
No.
than blaster?
No.
Okay.
Blaster is one skill. It's a specialty.
Okay.
10, 17 on the pistol.
Just checking my backstory. Looks like I had 10 years as a trained assassin, so I'm just going to really lean into that right now.
Hurlick's got 9 shots.
That's interesting because Argus, before he was in the Navy, he was a master sniper.
Okay.
Yeah, wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Super ham.
Vasily Zaitsev.
Okay. Notate those and take your shots.
That's mine.
What do you mean it's yours?
That's one. No, it's the pen.
What the fuck is this?
That one's mine.
I should have went for the other one.
I got my own murder dice.
Did you bring that?
The speckled hen's been here for weeks.
Yeah, he says the speckled
speckled
It's
hen.
mine.
the speckled hen.
Great. I've been using the fuck out of it.
I'll have you know that Joshua Bruins is above 30 years old.
It's mine now.
That's my dice. You can't use it.
However, in my defense, I'm an only child.
Yeah, that's fair.
true,
That's fair.
Hang on.
Gee, no kidding.
Let's wait for Dean to stop hand fucking his microphone.
It hasn't come yet.
Jesus
I want it to come.
Well, it's not going to like that.
I don't know what this is. All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
Born ready.
I shoot the guy. I shoot the guy with
I
You
the
ain't
shoot-
fire one ready.
I shoot the
Just wait.
one trying to creep up behind him.
You do have to wait for your
Waiting.
initial.
I was too busy directing
Wowzer,
shots.
that's a good roll for me. 18.
Is there anything differentiating these enemies so they all equip the same?
Not from
Not from
what
this
you
distance.
can tell.
Fine. I see a silhouette. I flash it.
All right. The difficulty is going to be 10 plus 2d for the cover. So 15 for
Got
the
him.
one that you are shooting at.
I got an 18.
How about mine?
So 15, you're going for the top, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
It's more to like be a signal that
Yeah.
he's there for everyone else.
John was going center.
Right. Right, man. Hurlick's left and Private's middle.
Okay. Who are you shooting at?
Center.
Center. Take your shot.
Fun boy. What's my difficulty?
15.
16.
Okay. You hit. Roll
this-
damage, 5 dice.
Plus 2? No, that's the A.
Is there?
280.
There's an exploding
Look at
die on
this.
damage,
Look
right?
at this.
Yes.
Look at this. Soak machine.
4 dice. The fuck? Is this the Predator crew?
Might be wearing some
I
shit.
ain't got time.
All right, that's pretty good for me. 22.
Oh, you are fucking dead. Holy fuck. Dude, look at this. 10, 21, 27.
Jesus
And I'm still throwing
Christ.
this.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me another
I got
6, baby.
22.
29 damage.
29.
Unless there's pips.
There's not. 29 plus 11. 18. Okay. It's fucking roll them. Hang on. Let me roll range shots.
Falls off the...
Well,
The
That's
second
important.
lucky shot I've
That's
got with this
important.
guy.
Okay.
Did you roll
Same.
soak for my guy as well?
Yes.
Okay.
rolled him first. Hurlik.
Keep track of your ammo.
Yep. Mark it off.
Mark it zero, dude. This is not. It's not. the
Don't
rules.
fucking roll.
Show me shots.
Okay,
Dude, that
your
mug.
shots all ring out. Dan, you hit this guy dead square. Nero does.
Amazing.
You see him lurch forward in the saddle and pivot quick. He must have hit a pack, armor, a couple layers, because
Okay.
it doesn't look like it.
It just surprised him.
He got 19
Okay.
on his soak.
Yeah.
They do have armor on. You can tell as they start moving. Not crazy fucking
Sure.
bulky, but they got vest plates, helmets. Argus just pinholes one, just drops right off the side of this creature, falls into the canopy floor. The
Does his foot
Marines
get stuck in the stirrup?
take their shots as well. And they pivot. Dan, the one that you shot, actually turns back, takes a shot at you. And the one takes a shot at randomly one of the four of you. We're going to call Argus 1, Randar 2, Hurlik 3, the other Marine 4.
As I'm hiding, it's
Hurlik.
safe to assume I've got pretty amazing cover, right?
Yes.
Well, we all dug in.
Yep.
As much
We're
as
all
we could.
dug in as much as we can be.
It's, it's easy for Argus to really steady his aim because he has no heartbeat. It's really easy there.
It's in a box in the ground.
I destroyed it long ago.
Fucking some Tremere shit.
All right, Dan, I'm going to give you 3 dice of cover.
Woohoo!
Roll that.
So dodge
and add
and
it to
cover.
10.
Or okay, gotcha.
Nice.
Your base difficulty for the range is 10.
Not great. 15. No, 16.
That's a hit. It's a 16.
Great. Grand.
How many character points does this
Not
guy
enough.
have?
Not enough.
you. How much is he going to spend to kill you to,
Yeah,
to
right.
finish the job?
That
Just
was
that
like my
many.
roll, except the 6 on the wild eye. I'm not even joking.
Don't give me that fucking smug face.
You want to put a sword through his face?
Yeah, right?
Just taking out the witch. I feel fucking so much better.
Oh man, that's real.
Can I say that?
Yeah. All right. I rolled a 10.
I wanted to destroy something beautiful. Just punch in his
If
face
you
into the
say
concrete.
above 20, I'm going to punch you in the
23.
face. Come on!
Punch him in the face.
Oh,
Do it.
Bear witness.
all right.
I saw the win. I saw the roll.
Can I get a win?
God. All right. My first, I'm at 10. 13.
Not great. Better.
18. That's 2 character points, and we'll do one more.
19.
19, but I'm going to go unconscious now, right?
No, you're wounded. So good
Yeah,
news.
you're wounded.
Oh, good news.
No, that's better.
Okay. So they
Luckily, you already
pivot,
acted.
shoot. One hits the top of this. Actually impacts in the ship, aiming for Hurlik. Just kind of blasts off some metal. Dan, he just must have aimed right back at the blaster bolt itself,
Yeah.
and shot right through into the cover. You don't even know if he can see you great, but just
Super.
obviously saw the shot and went back, landed a good one.
Explain
So
it
you
some
are.
more. Explain it some more.
You fall prone, no action for the rest of the round.
I mean, it was remarkable how he hit you.
I mean, to be fair,
It was just amazing. I mean, really.
probably
It's not me, it's him.
could replace your character on the
Okay,
show.
cool. Yeah, great.
So his name is Greg.
He's played by a really good character actor.
Okay, Randar and Vilfug. Vilfug, you have no idea any of this is happening. You're down there, you're working, you can't fucking hear anything else, and then all of a sudden you just hear blaster fire erupt. No talking, everything was quiet up till then. So, Randar, what are you doing? I'm sorry, Randar, you're shooting.
Yep.
Vilfug, what are you doing?
I am. So once I hear that blaster round ping off the ship, Vilfug probably stops working on Slimu. There's probably not much that he can really do anymore, and he's just been doing it out of, not sure what else to do. I'm gonna grab a blaster rifle and I'll look at sticks. Make sure you apply pressure here. Do not let go.
We gotta get him out of here, right?
We will. and I'm gonna crawl up to the back of the transport or the ship.
Okay, give me a climb roll. That's strength based.
Oh yes, I've got that skill.
All right.
22 to hit.
22 to hit. That's a hit.
Let's roll.
5d damage.
Yep.
That's only a 9.
If it was an 8280, it would be 5.
9. Okay.
2.
It's going to take you the entire round and one action of next round to get up to the top.
Okay.
So if basically next round, if you say you take multiple actions, you can use them once you get up there.
Okay.
You can use character points on damage, right?
Yes.
Are you going for the guy on the right?
Yeah.
Okay.
22 character points spent.
Okay. You see him hit and fall back off the saddle. Kind of lose sight for a moment. Looks like that creature kind of starts to kind of scurry backwards
Yep.
and a little bit further back into the canopy. And top of the round. Everybody goes basically at 11 now, but Nero, you did have the highest. So I'll let you go first if you choose.
I will, as I kind of got shot and probably fell backwards,
Yep.
say to prone, I'll kind of like roll to my side, like behind the tree, like full cover, and like just kind of breathing heavy, kind of reposition myself before I swing around and take another shot.
Okay, you're going to take a shot?
Quick question. I know that you had said that we, most of our electronics took damage from the ion shot.
Yes.
Is there any charge left in my data pad or none?
If you want to start fucking around with your data pad in the middle of combat,
It's more about trying to. I have a specialty in subspace radio. If I can do a signal that can help the TIE fighters find us.
sure. It just that's not like a snap your finger.
Sure. No. Yeah, definitely. I will take another shot this round, at
Okay.
least.
You think you kept the data pad on you?
I probably keep it on me all the time
Okay.
in my man purse.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take that out and
satchel.
make a comms roll to see what your work or computers.
Yeah, I've got. I actually have a specialty in data pads.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Roll that.
Okay.
He's shooting first, though, I think.
Yeah. I'll do that actually because I just got fucking rocked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So I will call for backup. Is my what I'm trying to do?
Okay.
You can't use a force point on that heroic action.
6. I got to drop 1.
Cocksucker.
Could use a force point to run away.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
10, 15, 18, 20 total.
20 total.
Yep.
Okay. You go to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
It is not destroyed, but it's basically wiped.
Okay.
There's you might be able to do something with it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to take time. It's going to take programming.
Okay.
And it's going to take some delicacy. Like
Okay.
I recommend a discus
Not under
throw.
fire.
right.
Yep.
A discus throw at one of their heads with it.
Yeah, sure. I drop it to the ground and grab the blaster rifle again, but I just remain under full cover for
Okay.
this round.
All right. Argus and the Marines.
How does movement work? Is it free?
It's an action, depending on what kind of movement you're doing.
Just going your move speed
Yep.
is an action.
Yeah, I mean, right now you guys are, unless I miss something, you're basically all around, with the exception of Nero, the opening of this cargo bay.
Correct.
In the craft.
Yeah, so what I would like to do is I would like to move laterally to another piece of cover and then open fire again.
Okay, you're above the ground, kind of.
Oh, I see.
I mean, there's
I see what
there's
you're saying.
ground
You're
is
up
like
on the-
kicked up, and there's. I mean, you can get down, but it's not just like walk out of the
Not
ship.
going to do that then. That's too risky.
Okay,
I'll wait. We'll see if we can do some more damage.
Got it.
Put their heads down a
Dan,
little.
Nero's the only one that heard that transmission. Just remember that.
Yeah. And our comms don't work.
Your data pad doesn't. Argus and the Marines are up. You guys want?
Yeah,
You're taking one action then?
Yes, I'm going to take one action. and
Okay.
Steady my shot, and I bring it up. I center the little thing over in their silhouetted directions as they scatter, and Argus just goes long exhale, and I rip a shot at him with my 4D
All right.
plus 2.
There are 3 remaining.
Whoever seems to be the least aware and moving the least. How about the guy least covered?
Okay.
Can I assess
the
that?
one you probably had the best shot at now is actually the one above you that you hadn't even
absolutely.
seen before.
Okay.
Does have some cover from underneath you, and he's obviously aware of the battlefield.
Am I defilayed?
No.
No, he can rain down on me.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely shoot him then.
Okay.
Great. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1 on the wild. What do I need to hit him anyway? Because I might just...
18.
I miss.
Okay. Up, boom! Just chunk of wood blasts off the tree.
I say blast it.
Jungle kind of scatters down towards you.
You can miss.
She didn't say like an ETA, right? When I heard that comm?
Nope.
Okay. You hear from like out in the woods where you know Nero is, you hear Nero call out, "They're sending more reinforcements!"
I nod in affirmative.
Both Marines missed, actually. They shoot
sick
out.
training.
What of the other two? So one is totally smoked. The other two, one is completely out of visibility. One of the Marines did shoot into it. I basically used concealment,
Got it.
quote unquote, rules. The other one is backed off and has further cover. Both of them were hit. They're both wounded. So 2 are wounded. The one up top is stunned, but that's over this round.
Understood.
And it's their action.
I'm gonna throw my thermal detonator at them.
Just roll
I
it
have
under the
5 written on my character sheet.
six-legged pony
I'm
monster.
going to hop in the interceptor. And just,
Okay. All right, Randar,
yeah.
you're getting shot.
Monkey.
You don't need to dodge or anything. It blasts off the ship cover.
Okay.
And Argus, the one up top, takes a shot
He returns
down.
fire.
I'm going to give you roll 1d for cover.
1D.
You have minimal
Explosive.
cover. Nope, from above you.
3.
You need you got a 13, so 10. So he hits,
He hits exactly.
unless you want to use a character
Yeah,
point.
because
Okay.
that's crazy not to.
Okay.
So
Basically,
he
you
misses.
using the cover.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Anticipate the shot.
So yeah, so you
I see the bolt barrel poke down. I go
duck under it. It hits the top of the cargo bay door and actually kind of scatters. And as you're climbing up, Vilfug, you're coming up below. You get sparks kind of like arc down.
I put
on
my
you
hand
from
up like,
above.
hey, don't break your cover. And I squeeze my teeth and close my eyes when it misses.
All right, and one of them, the one that backed away, nothing comes out from that direction. Randar.
I see the one firing down on us from above, and
Yep.
I kind of wheel around and take a shot at it.
Okay. 18 to hit.
A hit.
All right.
I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna say I hit.
Easy. 10, 13 damage.
It's
Oh.
13.
I'll spend a character. This guy. Rolled a 1 on the character die.
So
14.
All right. Stunned. Continues his stunned. He has 3 dice in strength, so he is not knocked out. But
Yep.
if he takes one more stun, he will be.
Okay.
Vilfug. So how many actions do you want to take? It's 1 to get to the top. If you want to take multiple actions, you can do something else when you get up there.
Does getting to the top put me with Argus and with everybody else, or
Yep.
Right, Argus
Yes.
told me to.
I mean, you guys,
hold-
you're not. Oh, he told you to hold down.
just because if he walked out, the guy was going to have
So
a
he's
shot on him.
climbing up towards you,
Oh, okay,
but
I
he
see.
still might be exposing himself as he gets further out.
Yeah, climbing into somebody who's shooting means you're a sitting duck. I just was warning you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Just be advised of the guy above. I point up.
Yeah, you see where like the angle that the blaster shot came in at, so you can kind of move to have some cover above you from the top of the ship, right, which is basically behind you / above you.
Right.
So do you still want to keep heading up, or
Does the awareness give him any defense, I guess, is
Okay.
the whole point. That's
you also Argus heard what Nero called out?
Yeah, the reinforcements. What was it exactly? I'm sorry.
Nero said that they have reinforcements on the way.
Okay, you hollered that out from the woods, so I know he's still alive.
For now.
I'll only use one. I'll get up there, but I still want to stay in cover. I don't want to expose myself to anybody then. If that makes sense.
Okay, yep. Okay, so you get up there and just move into a position to get better cover.
Yeah.
Nobody took multiple actions, right?
No.
Okay, back to the top. Nero again. You're not getting anything with this data pad without
You're right.
more time, and even then, it's uncertain.
I drop it and try to roll out and take a shot.
Okay, you going for the guy you had gone for
Correct.
above?
Yep.
Okay.
Is he the most, I don't know, evident? Probably. He's the one I know. Like, if I'm going to roll out, I assume he's the one where I know he's at.
Yep. He's moved. He has moved back further away, so he does have a bit more cover now from you.
Okay. Well, probably not going to get him. 12. Nope.
It's just, you can
Actually,
these mounts can almost kind of like cling to the side of these things, and you notice that these guys are actually strapped into them.
Yep.
That shot that Argus hit, it must have just been a lucky shot, blown the harness when that guy dropped out, because you saw one of them kind of fall and remain on it.
I don't think, shooting at them will not be my best use of my actions.
At this point. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Argus and the.
Okay. I look towards Randar once I know that he wheeled and fired up.
Yep.
I am going to, and perhaps I can use tactics here instead of just shooting. I'm going to attempt to suppress this guy or to push him in a way to where Argus can get a shot on him.
Okay.
I'm just going to go. And if I have to, however many shots you tell me I have to use, I have 11 left. I could sling the rifle and go to the pistol to suppress. It's the same fucking bolt.
All right. Why don't you give me a.
Or firearm. Or firearm. Jesus.
What's your blaster and what's your.
My blaster's 40 plus 2. My
And your
tactics are
tactics?
5.
Okay. Why don't you do this? Give me a blaster shot,
Okay.
DC 15, just
Okay.
to be effective suppression.
Got it.
Then
To
I'm gonna
hit the
have
target.
And the target is suppressing it.
Correct.
The area. Then I'm going to have you roll tactics to see how effective the suppression is.
Understood. And if I can communicate
Nice.
silently to him.
Yep.
19 on the shot.
Okay.
Which is good on
All right.
4 fucking dice.
So good suppression.
yeah.
Now roll that
And
tactics.
I my eyes fucking wide eye. I look towards Randar.
And I'm gonna basically-
I like wait for him to either drop down from the.
just the wrong move and the
Yeah.
wrong side of the cover, you know?
10, 15, 20, every threshold you hit, I'm going to take away a dice of cover.
Oh, sick. Okay,
Nice.
cool. So 5 dice on the tactics. The speckled hen! All right.
I can't believe I gave you one of my weighted D6s.
Weeks ago, so don't start with me. Okay, 9, 10, 17. And it's a exploder.
Explode.
Explosivo.
20.
20. Okay.
That motherfucker falls out of the
No
tree.
cover. He
freaks out
He scoots back, yeah.
How many rounds you want me to
mount
blow?
spooks and actually swings all the way around the branch away from you and completely open. Let's call it 4 shots.
Okay.
Randar, your next shot will be straight shot, no cover.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm assuming he can't return fire.
2
Wait.
shoot. The Marines now kind of give up on the one that ducked back. They both concentrate their fire on this one guy who's pushed further back shooting, and both hit him, and he seems to fall out of the saddle.
Not a good
Limp
day.
in the saddle.
He's probably pretty banged out. They took 2 shots each. So from above, this guy kind of gets. This is the one that you kind of drove back, suppressing fire. He thinks like he's just kind of spooked, tries to get a hold of the mount, and he does turn and take a shot back at the only other arc, which is
Animal.
Nero.
Solid. So this is a great option. I mean, if I were him.
Give yourself 3 dice for cover.
Okay.
My tactics are so good, I got Nero killed on the speckled hen on a 6.
Look at yes. Would you look at it? Oh, would you look at it?
How many dice? How many points you got?
It's my cover is 10 plus what I roll.
At least
yes.
it's not the damage roll,
It's
bro.
22.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna-
24. 24.
I want you to tell me what you roll first, all right, motherfucker?
He dropped
Yeah.
a 6.
Yeah,
I
witness. How many times has Nero been fucking hit?
It's a bullet
Fucking
sponge.
Snake Plissken over there.
See this? Not a 6 on the wild die.
Oh,
It's not great.
that's refreshing.
It's not
That's
great.
refreshing.
Before you roll, this is your problem. Don't roll until you know, because you got to summon that shit. You got to manifest, bro.
It's only 19.
Oh, they got a
I
plus
have 2
1.
dice.
They got good blasters. I want to steal them.
Make them high.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
9.
That's incapacitated.
I need 10, so let's try some character points.
You want to borrow the speckled end? No, I'm just playing.
Solid. I'm up to 11
I'm
now.
not okay. Put that bad juju on me.
14.
Getting there.
He's used so many character points, he's literally getting dumber.
16.
Holy shit.
He has to take skills away from himself.
Hey, you got a 6 on the wild
Yeah,
die.
22.
On the third wild die.
4th.
The fourth, my fault.
How many character points you got left?
That's none of your goddamn business.
Oh, it's all my business. You know, this week really wasn't as bad as I thought. I don't know why, man. Like, I felt like there's a lot of stuff stressing me out and bothering me, but it's kind of like a weight is being lifted off my shoulders. How many character points you got left?
4. I have 4.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to go unconscious.
I'm
then,
low. I'm low too because I spent a bunch
Okay.
on advancement.
All of a sudden, from where the only other remaining mounted Kaleri had backed up, you don't see anything except blasters.
Coming in on us.
As a repeating blaster.
Oh Jesus!
Maybe not UWeb, maybe lighter than that, but lights up and it just starts smashing on all over around the opening of this cargo bay. You guys all have cover, so you know with the cover you guys have, you duck enough. He's clearly just
We're suppressed.
blasting the area. If anybody tries to move out of it, I'm basically going to kind of take attacks of opportunity,
Understood.
as it were, as this suppression continues.
Got it.
I am going to give you a minus on your shot, John.
Okay.
Just minus 1 die.
He's not. Orn's not suppressed.
Orn is not suppressed. I mean, he's
Man.
Let's
emotionally
not-
suppressed,
Yeah.
spiritually and physically.
You want me to roll mine?
Randar and Vilfug. Yep.
Yeah, I'll take a fire on that open boy.
Shoot her.
Wow.
That's a good.
That's a
fucking roll.
21.
Okay, that's a definite hit.
3 dice.
Oh, wait. Do you minus when you're soaking? If you're like stunned or wounded?
Yeah, I think it's all your dice
Everything.
rolls.
Really?
Yep.
There we go.
10.
He rolled fucking high.
Well, for the not for damage. I rolled a 1 on the wild die. 6, 12,
Hey, I'll
20,
fuck.
16 damage.
16?
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
fucking good.
Ammo.
Okay. Wilfug, any action for you? You get up there as a hail of repeating blaster bolts start smashing around the open end of the cargo bay of the Lamba into the canopy above you. You're just looking up kind of into this floor. You see Randar kind of roll to the side and shoot up off at an angle again. You hear a grunt of pain from above you in an alien voice.
No, I'm not sticking my fucking head out into that.
Okay.
I'm keeping my eye down the barrel in case if anything sticks its head into the opening, it's gonna get got.
I stick my head in the opening.
Okay.
I pink misted the XO.
So I started blasting. Pow, 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 pow.
Back to the top.
So we're under suppression.
Yes.
Nero is going to. Can I roll sneak, Josh? I'm going to start moving away from my position.
Move on that.
Yes.
gun.
Where are you trying to move to?
I'm moving. I want to eventually try to set up so I could take some pot shots at where I believe the.
You're trying to like flank this thing?
Correct.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll sneak.
I am very, very sneaky. 15.
Okay.
Like the wind.
You start moving. He moved back.
Yep.
A good way. These critters,
Oh, yeah.
these Shaylins are pretty quick. So it's gonna take a couple rounds.
I'm okay with that. I'm going to go slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You keep moving. Argus, your turn with the Marines. Sergeant Hurlick says to you, "So we gotta do something about that."
I nod. All right. Oh, fuck me. So I can either withdraw into the ship, which is going to just get me killed, or I can try to move again. Any way that I can move under concealment. If I have to break it for a second and face the music, then maybe I'll have to try to rely on a dodge.
You can try to get out and out of this thing.
That's what I want to do.
And it's going to be a pretty low chance for any single person to get hit by this.
Okay. I want to move. I want to get out and move laterally to like the left flank.
Okay.
And just like
So go ahead, roll a straight dodge, and basically
off axis, so to speak.
He's going to get a straight 2 dice attack on every single person that moves to this area.
Just a
Only
dodge.
2 dice.
Just a dodge. Okay.
So unless his wild die goes real good.
11, 12, 13,
Unlikely to
14,
get hit.
one
Okay.
on the wild die.
All right.
I can take out the 6. It's still
You get out.
okay. And I'm going to move. Like crouched, low.
Give me a
perpen-
tactics roll.
Sorry, perpendicular to the fucking
Okay.
tactics. Got it. That's 5 dice.
Yep.
6 on the wild. A monster roll. 22. 26.
Okay. As you get out, there was 4 of them.
Okay.
They kind of came from one direction. They probably, there was one that kind of maneuvered above you. They didn't take a ton of time. You get out, there are just unlimited approaches to here. There's 2 sides that are uphill from you. There's canopy all above you.
Yep.
The ship, you're face down with an opening at the back end.
Sounds sexual.
So reinforcements will put you guys in a real tough spot.
Of course.
And if you take one more immobile casualty, you'll be unable to transport them
Okay.
with the group you have.
Okay.
So these things all kind of, as you get out and you kind of get the lay of the land, you make that assessment. I mean, basically, I'll just tell you straight here. If you stay and hold out, there will be a point of no return.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no way to withdraw either, unless we all get the fuck out.
Right.
Okay.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Before ours.
Almost definitely.
Okay. And we don't know this.
You're not even positive that anyone knows you've been downed yet.
Okay.
It's possible, but with that ionization, that immediate ionization, you're not sure you got any traffic out.
Of course.
Your escorts weren't flying with you.
Yep. All right. The priority 1 is we have to get rid of this gun, and then we have to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Or because we can't move those guys out. If you try to move a guy out of a lambda, he's gonna get cut
Right.
to
Yep.
pieces. Yeah.
All right. You get out.
I'm gonna
Start
try to make my
assessing
way
the
to
terrain.
Randar.
Okay. Randar, you were up at the top of the
Yeah.
cargo bay too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Never mind.
So you
You
hop
could've said
out.
this, son.
You can kind of like get eyes on him.
Okay.
Off to the side. So one side is very steep. So you basically get out of the end of the lamba, maneuver around a tree. So you're way above him as far as the ground level, but kind of eye to eye because he's up at the back end of the lamba.
Okay. I'm gonna try to communicate to him silently with some kind of hand signaling.
Okay.
Let me think of what I want to say.
Just motion it out. It's good for the podcast.
Yeah, it's just if only you guys could see this. It's very riveting what I'm saying from him right now.
Oh, that was inappropriate. Jeez, bro.
Sergeant Hurlick and the other Marine just basically trying to return fire.
Okay.
Counter suppressing.
Okay. I'm going to indicate that I'm going to make a move on this gun. I'm trying to flank it
Okay.
to Randar, and that's probably the extent of how like sophisticated
All right.
communication I can give.
Why
him.
don't Argus and Nero both give me another sneak roll?
That's perception.
Randar, the Marines, Wilfug, anybody that wants to suppress, I'm going to have for each of you that suppress, it's going to take 1 die away from his search.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
And it's going to get a shot at each of you, but only at those 2 dice.
Okay.
So, are you shooting?
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
I'll
this
suppress.
die is a monster.
Randar is. Wilfug?
Yeah, I'll shoot.
Okay.
I got a 16 for my sneak.
I got a 15.
15? Okay.
10, 13, 16. Yeah, 16.
And you got, Argus got what?
A 15.
God damn.
I rolled a 6 on the
Okay.
This fucking die is out of control tonight.
I rolled a 6 on my
Okay.
wild die too, and I just rolled a 1.
The shots keep coming in, but
Last
get a
time
little
I
bit more erratic. None of you are hit. All 4 of you fire in that direction. Nero and Nero and Argus, you kind of both get around this guy around the same time. Nero, you're low. You're along kind of just to the side of the stream bank. He's up ahead of you. Argus, you get around to the side of this hillside on the other side,
down?
looking down at him. He keeps scooting back. He's actually off this mount, using the mount, like laying the repeating blaster across it. And the mount seems to be extremely well trained to obey these commands, and or just they don't spook much. But he's shooting and basically kind of keeps moving this thing backwards. If you guys
Do I
both want to
spot
just
him?
probably not.
Okay,
You're both
that's
pretty
fair.
far from each other. But if you want to both take a shot, he has minimal cover to you. So I'm going to give him one die.
Just trying to imagine like Argus looking down the barrel of the rifle and he's lining it up and then he just sees a blaster bolt arc in from the other side. When I'm like, whoa, and then I shoot too.
Oh, wow.
Nice rolling.
Yeah, 15.
15's the number to hit. Yep.
Glorious.
Give it a
How many?
name.
How much ammo did I use on that suppressing?
Roll a d6 for how many shots you used. Same with you, Wilfug.
Ooh.
4.
19, Josh, to hit.
19?
Yep.
All right. You
Is
guys
the
both hit.
rifle 4 or 5?
5 dice.
5.
3 shots left in that rifle.
Oh my lord.
Wow.
22
That man's
for damage.
That man dead. His head is gone.
Well, I shot 22 last time, and he didn't. The body armor soaked it.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of magic dice. Woof.
Fucking guy.
Just gets eviscerated from both sides.
26.
Okay. So we have one mortally wounded, one killed on the same guy.
His corpse is just.
All right, so cool moment as you both come up, take a breath, look through, fire, and it kind of like flashes at the target at the same time. You realize both these blaster bolts hit within a fraction of a second, and he goes one side to the other and just drops.
Where's the gun go?
The gun, the Shaylin kind of scoots forward. The gun kind of slides off the back of it and down the canopy onto the ground.
Got it.
And suddenly,
I'm just imagining Argus running over, like putting war paint on there, saying, grabs up the repeater rifle.
They drew first blood. I'll give you all you won't believe.
Oh my god.
Don't push it.
Don't push it.
suddenly stillness reigns out in the jungle.
Yeah.
The Shaylin kind of takes a few more cautious steps, sort of backs away from everything, and then you hear a quiet crackle. Both of you kind of, Nero and Argus, close enough to confirm the kill shot, and then you hear a voice come through a comlink. We're on our way, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, man.
We're on our way. All right, Matt, there. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Nastagram. We hope you're enjoying Empire's End. You know the deal. We're going to ask you to spread the word, tell a friend, post about it online, do whatever you can, ratings, review, everything helps. And get involved. Got a great community over at Facebook at the Nastagram RPG Lounge, or just pop over onto the website, nastagrampod.com, links to all our socials, and bonus content and more coming soon. Our intro music, as always, is by a Wilhelm Scream. Scores this arc are from both Adrian von Ziegler and Antti Marttikainen. We'll be back with another episode next week. Why don't you bring a friend?
That's nasty.